Hey guys, do you remember how cool science fairs used to be?
Oh, fuck yeah. Like back in middle school?
Yeah, back in those days.
Well, I guess you don't do them as an adult.
I mean, you should, because even though they were pretty cool as, being a way back middle schooler, the coolest ones are always the volcanoes. And if you think about it, it's pretty fucking lame.
It is, but do you remember back in the day when you'd make those volcanoes? I think we had it where I think I made them one year, the same year you made them, and we tried to see who could hit the ceiling in that classroom.
I mean, yeah, there'd be guys always doing the competition, who can, do whatever better. And I guess that time it was a science fair and whose volcano could launch further or higher.
Well, I feel like guys always make like the messier science fair project. Like the girls always played it safe.
Yeah.
Wait, now thinking back, what did the girls do?
I was just going to ask that. I was just going to ask, do you actually remember what the girls did at all?
Probably like one of those trifolds with like drawings on it or like a solar system.
When Pluto was still a planet.
Yeah.
Wait, for record's sake, is Pluto a planet or not right now?
I actually just had this talk at work the other day with someone. I don't think it is a planet right now.
I don't think so.
Well, what the fuck is that?
It's in remission.
But it hasn't identified as a planet.
But I think they went from calling it a moon to like, isn't it like, I'm going to butcher it, but microplanet or something like that. But it's like, there's planet in the word.
Well, yeah, isn't it a planet?
Yeah.
Like, what do we discriminate against planet sizes now?
Great. What do you not identify as? Yeah.
Or if something's too small, I guess. Yeah.
Can I identify as a planet?
Yeah. I'd say, the volcanoes were always the big hit, What's, what would kind of like juice them up is if you put like a village below it. So,
kind of like out of Legos or something.
That's what. Yeah, I did it the one year. I built like the Lego village for earthquakes just so I could have a volcano.
Yeah, just watch the volcano, watch the stuff slide over your little village.
Yeah,
yeah.
And I think you did the genius one that one year. You made a fire extinguisher with the same mixture, like the baking soda and vinegar in the Gatorade bottle.
Oh yeah, it was back when Gatorade had like those twist bottles. It's like it was supposed to be. It was something simple at first, like you just open it and it's like just oozes a little bit. It's like, what happens if we shook this thing? If we shook it and bam, fucking looked like someone didn't jerk off for 40 years.
Just let it go right there.
Clean the pipes.
Just a baloosh.
Do you remember Works bombs? Did you ever make those? Do you know what they are?
Works bombs?
Yeah, you ever do that? Where you take, the draining or the drain cleaner,
or the Works wasn't the one. The Works.
We tried out Drano and it didn't work. I think.
No, I think it's still whatever. But then either way, we got it to work.
It's time. It's time consuming, but you ball up a bunch of little aluminum balls. Like
and then drop it in.
And then you wait like however long it takes, and then you put them in a bottle, and then bam.
Okay.
But I guess that's doing science when you're older. Like we were in high school, and I don't think science fairs are still going on in high school. At least they weren't for us. But fuck, we were doing science fairs outside of school.
You just put them in a bottle and shook them up and threw them on somebody's porch.
Yeah. Just taking baby steps to cooking meth.
Yeah, then when you're an adult, you graduate, your science fair is on the corner.
Solid base coat,
That's the people that cook meth weren't ready to give science fair up yet.
Yeah.
They were the ones that really knew the periodic table, just like select elements. And it was like Rain Man looking at the periodic table. It's like the certain elements are glowing at him like math.
Cook me.
Let's cook.
Isn't that how like the Breaking Bad intro is? It's the periodic table.
Yeah, you're right. See, that's what their brain saw when you know how it glowed for them. That's what they saw. The teacher pulled it up.
It's like, give me.
Yeah.
When every other kid's hearing hot lunch, hot lunch is gonna be good today.
Yeah.
What if you think of science experiments? What's one of the easiest ones you could do? Is like you go. You ever see those ones where they like buy McDonald's, they buy like a Happy Meal or they buy like a value meal, and then they just like sit it out on a plate for a year?
And the fat kid eats it right away.
And it hasn't it's barely
dessert.
Aged at all.
Yeah.
It looks almost like you did when you pulled it out of the bag.
But isn't that kind of as an adult, don't you want your food to do that so it stays good in the
yeah,
fridge.
you don't want to waste it. Have
Yeah.
to throw it out after 7 days or something like that. Yeah.
That was back then when McDonald's was like, they had the dollar menu.
Yeah.
But nobody's doing science experiments on Kraft singles, are they?
Or Kraft macaroni and cheese. That powdered cheese or whatever you want to call it. Yeah.
They just let someone eat like a steady diet of Kraft mac and cheese and Kraft singles for maybe a week and
Isn't that
see what it does.
Isn't that what college kids do?
Yeah, oh, that's very true.
Well, look at the science projects they're doing now. Kids are eating Tide Pods. Is that
Yeah.
still a thing?
Probably somewhere.
Just imagine like when you have the conclusion or whatever. Yep, he's dead.
Well,
Or is that an anomaly?
whatever happened with the guy that have you ever seen that movie where the guy ate McDonald's for like
supersize
me or whatever
Yeah.
it was? Yeah, like whatever. I never seen the movie, but like what happened at the end of that?
He got fat.
Yeah, didn't he die?
I don't think he didn't really
He
get
got pretty
fat.
close.
But
I mean, he didn't die from that, but I
Actually,
think
he
died.
just died.
Yeah,
he
I
just
think
died like
yeah.
last year.
Wait,
Yeah.
Where's our fact checker?
for real?
Yeah, yeah. No, I mean, he didn't die from the movie or the short or
I think
whatever.
he had cancer or something.
Okay,
Well,
probably.
what if,
from all
what
the
if
food.
30 days of McDonald's did that 2 decades later?
Well, then I'm probably gonna die.
Yeah, yeah. There should be a lot more dead people.
Zombies, that's the apocalypse. Everyone that's eaten more than 30 days of McDonald's.
Transition
In a row.
to the
For every
Dead.
meal, right?
Yeah, he ate it. That's all he ate. I think. For
Yeah,
30
3 days.
Yeah.
Yeah, not 3 days.
meals a
3
day.
meals a day.
Maybe they should have a science fair of all that, like people that eat different fast food chains, and then they just come together after 30 days, or it's a 30-day fair.
Did you see that one thing they did with twins? They had identical twins.
One ate McDonald's, one ate Taco Bell.
Well, kind of. Well, not like that, but
They locked the bathroom.
they really like kept an eye on them, and they gave like a consistent diet to each of them. One I thought being like bad food and one being good food, and I don't remember how long a time period it was, but they were trying to study the impacts of it. And I mean, what better if you can get two people that are pretty much identical?
Yeah.
I'm pretty sure they did some of that shit in World War II, but they don't like to talk about it.
Oh yeah, that was science.
Yeah, that's like the science they buried somewhere, but at some point, someone dug that book up and is like, yeah, it probably, as sick as it sounds, probably helped with some research.
Well, I just view it that was like the cheat sheet, like when you're taking tests that you kind of hide off to the side, and and the teacher's not looking, you look down at it, like get some answers real quick. That's kind of what science is
Yeah, like
doing
doctors and shit were using. They're like, yeah, whatever you do, don't look over. And
Yeah.
whatever you do, do not look over. Therefore, the results that you need.
Well, I think they were saying like back in was it World War II or something like that, like Crisco. You ever hear that? How Crisco started?
Oh, like
They
the
used to use
thong
it-
song?
That's Cisco.
That's a different beginning. How that started, yeah. But no, they used to use Crisco. They say to like lube the like tracks or whatever on the
Tanks?
tanks, yeah. And then they had such a surplus of it that they had to try to figure out a way to remanufacture it. And then
Let's
kind of like
cook it with
how
our
it
meth.
transitioned. Yeah, how it transitioned to what we have now.
There probably is Crisco in meth.
Yeah.
A little bit of that, a little bit of battery acid, probably a little bit of volcano.
Some
You
Drano.
probably feel like a volcano.
Do you imagine getting a bad batch and then your just guts turn inside out?
They accidentally took the volcano.
Just get bubble butt or bubble guts or what's that called?
Bubble guts, yeah.
Bubble guts. Yeah.
You blow your butt off.
Bubble guts
Yeah.
lead to swamp, but
Oh no, yeah.
get the old brown lava going.
But yeah, it's, you usually have your go-tos like that. Your volcanoes and your planets.
But does
with, like-
anyone these days like grow up to be like a scientist, right? Like what Isaac Newton
Bill Nye.
Yeah, well, he grew up. He impacted all our lives.
Yeah.
But like, is there any more iconic scientists?
Wait, is Bill Nye an actual science guy though? Like, what,
Or
like
he just
he
degree,
is
like
the
certified?
science guy. Yes, he is.
He
the
does
science
have
guy.
like certifications and like degrees and stuff.
Bill Nye
you-
is the science guy.
Are you gonna challenge it?
no. I
If
just,
you
I-
fact check that, he's gonna give you bubble
I
gum.
You're
He'll
gonna make you eat
he'll
6 boxes of macaroni and cheese.
He'll turn your face into a volcano.
Yeah.
Or that's what they based Walter White off of.
Yeah,
No,
Bill Nye.
I do
Yeah.
believe that he was a scientist. Like he's a renowned. Is that the correct word? A renowned scientist.
Okay. I thought he did. Yeah, I thought there were rumors that he didn't have the actual.
So he's a modern day Sir Isaac Newton.
Yes.
Yeah.
But actually, speaking of that, do you think if you showed a picture of Bill Nye and a picture of Sir Isaac Newton,
They could tell the difference.
no, who do you think kids would be able to name first?
Oh, Bill Nye.
Exactly. It's like Ronald McDonald and Jesus when they did that one in the 90s.
Did they?
Kids could pick out Grimace.
Yeah.
Grimace was an
Ronald.
anomaly.
Not even Ronald.
He was a science experiment. Yeah.
Guys in every damn commercial, and the big purple dude gets purple's
Probably the
Grimace, right?
hamburger. The hamburger probably made him.
Yeah, no shit. Yeah.
But no, I think Bill Nye. I think he was a scientist, and he wanted to make science fun. Like he wanted to make it contagious for kids
Sure.
to like learn and
Nah, I
be
get it,
cool.
yeah.
And he fucking did it.
Yeah.
He did it. He's the coolest scientist.
Yeah. Okay.
Do you associate those TVs they have on the carts with Bill Nye?
Now that you bring that up, that's like the truest shit I ever heard.
Which ones?
Remember
Those carts that they'd wheel in, like, you know,
Oh, in
the
like
beginning of
class?
yeah.
Oh,
Like,
yeah.
Whenever
They're
it
bolted
showed
to
up,
the cart. Yeah.
yeah, especially whenever it showed up in science class, you knew you were watching Bill Nye.
We'll see. I'm gonna age myself,
Yeah.
but I remember the times where it was way before it was the projector reels.
Oh man.
Yeah.
So
So
you
you
watching
probably
Sir Isaac Newton?
I was just
Yeah.
gonna say
I'm
that.
a little more Sir Isaac Newton
You
style.
guys,
yeah.
you guys were dropping apples
This
and
new
putting them on
age
your
shit.
heads.
Yeah, I'm more of a Sir Isaac Newton. Yeah. I remember I used to bring in a projector. It wasn't even a TV.
What
Yeah.
about what about like Einstein? You said it's famous scientist. You got Einstein. Mm-hmm. Hey, you're an Einstein, eh?
I never growing up, you never put it into perspective, like that he was like in this generation, not like our generation of kids, but like he was around
Oh, he wasn't
during
like
the
a medieval,
1900s. Yeah, like he wasn't medieval or anything like that.
he looked like it.
Yeah.
He looked like he stuck his finger in an outlet.
He was probably doing science all day.
Yeah.
He probably drank the volcano. How many, like, speaking of that, how many times do you think scientists like tested, like they probably made their own alcohol or something close to it?
Sure.
Probably ended up like tripping balls or something. That's probably how meth was made.
Now, I think any of them have like skeletons in their closets.
Like literal skeletons.
Yeah.
Well, and
Dead people.
they probably do. But like, was it Stephen Hawking was actually into strippers and shit? Like,
I mean, they all have to be. You get to that level, and like,
Did he tell you that? though?
just think about you were probably.
just imagine you're a stripper and here comes everyone's saying, yeah, a scientist is going to be here later, and yeah, he just comes wheeling in.
Well, just think of it. They were
Space
probably
cadet.
nerds most of their life, and they probably didn't get
Lot of action.
into girls until
They
later
were
in
busy.
life.
They were busy inventing or creating whatever that's called.
Then they were fucking rock stars after that.
Yeah, once they got their theories approved and
Made up for lost time.
yeah,
Then they got their theories sucked.
their theories felt good.
Yeah,
theory of pregnancy.
It feels so good when you touch my hypothesis.
Yeah.
But scientists, they probably know how to party. They're probably just making their own mixed drinks.
Well, I was gonna say they have to have
in
the
their
best drinks,
beakers.
the best drugs, the best of everything, man. Yeah.
Because they probably make it in its purest form.
Well, I was
sure.
just gonna say they probably have like the purest of meth.
Well, look at Heisenberg.
Yeah.
I know he's not real, but
Isn't he?
he can be. You know how many science teachers probably watched that show and
And then
became
probably tried that to
how
an
many
extent.
He's dumb. This is where he fucked up.
Yeah. That's how we should have did it. Yeah.
I wonder how many science teachers watched that and they tried to make it in class, like get away with the students.
trick all the
Hey,
kids.
I would make it. And then,
For the science fair, I need you to make this blue stuff. Don't ask questions.
Well, who was the sidekick? Jesse? Was that his name in the show?
Yeah.
Jesse
I mean, he
Pinkman.
just kind of he kind of like curveballs the whole science thing, though. Because he's kind of isn't he just like the tag along?
and
He's kind of like the goofball, but like
and I think he's a closet nerd, isn't he? Like he actually did good in school.
in the show.
Yeah, like
Okay,
wasn't he
okay.
actually like a good student, but
I
just
don't-
didn't
yeah.
apply himself?
I never
I don't remember
got
them.
into it like episode by episode, but yeah, he kind of gives scientists not a bad name, but just kind of there's a curve now with him,
But
because
yeah,
they're not all cool like him.
So now when people ask, like, hey, do you know any scientists? How many people are going to say Walter White?
They should.
That they actually believe it, right?
A lot of people probably think he's real.
Yeah, because what they call it? The blue? Didn't they call it something blue or something like that? Yeah, in the show.
Yeah, because wasn't there... Or no, that's in a different movie, The Blue Magic.
Yeah, that's like...
Isn't that American Gangster or
That's
something?
what I was going to say.
See, like, look at science. Scientists make that stuff.
They're on the streets.
Transcends time, man. Yeah.
Dude, I think scientists have a lot more street cred than we think that they do.
They run the game, man.
Yeah.
They are the game.
The whole image or Hollywood image is just like a facade.
It's probably boring in real life.
Yeah.
Like, they probably go home, cook a little meth, put it out on their front porch for the drug dealers to pick up, and then they probably just go to bed.
Raccoons in the neighborhood.
watch Bill Nye and then go to
Yeah.
bed. Or they make their volcano in bed.
With their, what was it, baking soda vinegar?
Yes. Yes, they're baking soda and vinegar.
Wait, are you talking like when they make it at home, they're baking soda and vinegar?
Oh, this city's about to be wiped out.
Oh, man. Watch this explosion. Yeah.
Why don't they? I mean, you know how sometimes like porns are like super cheesy. Like they have all those weird ones that they make like spoofs of movies. There's got to be one on like Breaking Bad and shit, or with scientists.
Oh, I'm sure.
They should, yeah.
Or Bill Nye. Bill Nude.
What's it? Yeah. Besides that, what's like a good name that he would get? Like, I don't know, Bill Nye,
The stiff guy.
something like that.
I just more view it as if they did do that, like the porn take on it. Like they would be an experiment. Like the girls would be a Frankenstein type deal, that they'd be the creature that Frankenstein made.
Oh, sure.
There's got to be something out there that's. It has like 8 pussies.
Yeah. This be a Frankenstein's got just
And,
this
like,
big, massive.
And like 4 arms, so it can jack 4 dudes off at once or something like. It's like
The
kids.
octopus,
It's
yeah.
the adult version of a liger.
Yeah, what was the villain in Spider-Man?
Green Goblin.
Goblin.
Green.
Yeah. That's a science experiment.
Yeah, how did he get to that? Didn't he? Wasn't he like a scientist that turned
Yeah,
himself into
I think
weird
so,
shit?
yeah.
He didn't get bit by something.
Yeah, he never stopped science fairing it.
No, because the things like put their whatever in his neck, right? In his spine.
Oh yeah, that's not Green Goblin. That's the other guy.
Dr. Octavius or whatever,
Yeah,
wasn't it?
Octopus Man.
Didn't he
whatever.
wear the goggles like you were wearing?
Actually, yeah, I think you're right.
We're like a crossbreed between that and Walter White.
Yeah. We're Walter Octavius.
Yeah, we got 4 arms that come out with crack pipes.
Yeah, but we don't jack anyone off.
Unless we're short on money.
Yeah. $20 is $20.
Unless we get really deep into the blue magic.
But we do it the wrong way. Be like, you got to pay us, and then we hold them down and jack them off.
Yeah, let's do science the right way. Let's stick to volcanoes.
Baking soda and vinegar. Yeah, for the win.
I'm just gonna close
Yeah.
my eyes and baking soda and vinegar. Baking soda and vinegar.
Yeah, to an easier time.
Science fairs, volcanoes, and Bill Nye. What a fucking childhood. And Capri Sun.
Oh yeah,
All science is sponsored by Capri Sun.
that's a science experiment in a bag. Yeah.
Yeah, I wonder if Bill Nye had sponsors.
Probably strippers.
No, that was behind the scenes.
Yeah.
And probably had Stephen Hawking probably bought him for him. It literally rolls in with him.
Yeah.
They roll them in. Yeah.
He should have done like hydraulics, like like the West Coast shit.
Oh yeah.
Like Dr. Dre.
Yeah.
He said he didn't. I didn't.
Yeah.
I didn't
Pimp my
know him
wheelchair or
personally.
whatever. Yeah.
Dude, they should have
My
featured.
chair, yeah.
They should have featured him in music videos and did like the crossover.
Exhibit
Like
just comes
rappers
riding
and,
on
yeah.
him. You know.
He probably had a volcano on top of his pants.
the human hoverboard.
He's just telling him fucking baking soda and vinegar. Baking
He
soda
just
and
got
vinegar.
a lap full of specimens.
While he's blowing into a straw. He's like,
He's got one straw he's blowing into, one he's sucking of some concoction that he made. You know when he rolled into a science fair, shit got real.
oh yeah, Yeah, the record scratched and it was.
It's like, and it's, you look over and his wheelchair is like going like, it's actually the wheels making that sound.
He's just an arrogant prick about all of it.
Oh yeah.
He's throwing his blue magic out.
Remember the show BattleBots?
Yeah, that shit was dope.
Do you?
Is that when they had? Yeah, they
The
just
robots?
built your
Wasn't
robots.
that, was that on Comedy Central?
No, it was
I don't
on.
think
It
so.
wasn't Discovery. It was something like that. But those were the cool nerds.
It was like the saws and like
Yeah.
yeah.
Those
I mean-
nerds were fucking awesome.
Actually, I mean, overall, nerds are pretty fucking cool.
Yeah. To the nerds.
To the nerds.
To the nerds.